they are to buy those solar dryers. And they must also be able to have a market for what they'll buy those solar dryers and process. If they're processing cassava or if they are drying tomatoes. And this means that the Standards Organization of Nigeria and also NAFDAC should be able to have guidelines that can help those who are produce in a way that it is not affecting the environment, package and process in a way that is safety, because as we're speaking today, Nigeria have the market. People are already becoming environment and climate conscious, health conscious, so they will buy what is nutritious to them. But to be able to have that, we must be able to synchronize these policies to do so. If you take just the cassava value chain, Nigeria can be able to create more than 12 million jobs just by expanding the entire cassava agro value chain. But the beauty is that Nigeria already have the cassava bread policy. What needs to be done now is to implement that cassava bread policy. But the cassava bread policy cannot be implemented as a standalone. It needs to be linked to the energy policies, to the financial policies, and transportation and market policies. And that is why we are here today discussing how this synergy can actually become the blueprint to drive Nigeria's vision as well as the economic growth and recovery plan.
Okay, lastly, sir. Then with this, will you advise Nigerian youths rather than rushing to the sea to go into agriculture in terms of employment?
The solution to Africa's challenges, including the youth unemployment, lies in the agro value chain. Because agriculture, and let me just clarify this, the discussion around agriculture is seen only from the perspective of production. Agriculture is beyond production. You could actually wear a tie and be engaged in the entire agro value chain without having to do anything about production. And let me just repeat what I said. Nigeria is losing 9 billion each and every year, 9 billion US dollars each and every year because of post-harvest losses. What does that mean? It means people need to add value to what they're producing. So if you are engaging in agro value chain just to become a clean energy vendor, to be dealing with clean energy or identifying those who are dealing with solar dryers and connecting them to farmers, you could actually be utilizing your mobile phone. And this youth we are talking about are tech savvy. They can develop applications that can be able to connect farmers with solar dryers, with solar power irrigation. And as a result of doing that, they will be making money but solving a bigger problem. So the entire agro value chain includes production, processing, transportation, and even connecting to markets. So agriculture in its all entirety is worth 1 trillion US dollars that can generate millions of jobs, especially for the youth. So if the youth want to become trillionaires, agro value chain is where they need to look into.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just one point, sir. You made mention of storage and how to enhance the savings. Can you just give us how we are going about that of tomatoes?
Yes, you see, the tomato production is not a problem. But as I said, tomato production is such that the post-harvest losses are costing Nigeria 28 billion naira. Why? Because of lack of approaches that can be able to extend the lifespan of these tomatoes. And the easiest way is to dry the tomatoes. And if you're looking across the country, there are already tomatoes processing factories that are coming up, but at some point they will need a lot of supply of these tomatoes. To what extent do those who are producing tomatoes even have opportunity to be able to ensure that they can be connected to these tomato industrial plants that are coming up? So what needs to be done is that as they produce those tomatoes, they need to also have access to affordable solar dryers so that they can dry the tomatoes. So that even if they don't have a market immediately, they are not going to dispose that tomato, and that will not only be costing the farmers money, but at the same time will also be exacerbating the already post-harvest gaps that are increasing in the country. So accessing affordable solar dryers is crucial for these tomato farmers so that they can dry the tomatoes, expand the lifespan, and also help them to speculate when there is need for these tomatoes and when they can also have access to these plants to be able to sell that. These are quite very essential aspects. There is also the solar fridges where they can be able also to store their produce. But the solar dryers are the easiest way to be able to expand the lifespan of the tomato and at the same time also ensure that they are not increasing into the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. So that will be the most healthiest way to do it. And this is an opportunity to create jobs because those who will be supplying the solar dryers or manufacturing them will have a market because the tomato farmers need that. But what the government needs to do, which they already have an instrument